Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of Atlanta-based Black-owned farmers, selling produce locally and nationwide. Our easy-to-navigate online platform makes it easy for you to make a one-time purchase or to simplify your life by subscribing to our weekly produce box. Whichever frequency you choose, you can order with confidence, knowing you'll receive 100% organic farm-fresh produce. If you're looking for a thoughtful gift for a loved one that they'd actually find useful, be sure to pop by our online store where you can snag a gift card your recipient can use to order their own produce and t-shirts. Ready to start supporting local Black-owned farms and making healthier food decisions? Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
This is Carlette Duffy. And in 2020, she had her house appraised twice. And because it was in a historically Black community in Indianapolis, she got lowball figures for the house. And she had suspected this. So she had a white friend come to her house for the third appraisal. She removed all photographs of herself and her family. And so when the third appraisal came, it was a white male that answered the door. And the appraisal doubled for the same house. So Duffy's home, which was assessed by different companies last year, was at first appraised at $125,000. Then a second appraisal was done at $110,000. And when the white man was in the house and all pictures of the family was removed, the house valued at $259,000 because a white male was there. See, we know all of these discriminatory practices are still going on. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? This was going on when I was a child. They have no intentions on changing this. But yeah, these stories do periodically come out. So the result, the appraisal of Carlene Duffy's home more than doubled. Just having a white friend there. Unbelievable. Duffy's home, which was assessed by different companies last year, and there's now an investigation going on through a nonprofit, the Housing and Urban Development. They are now filing claims of discrimination against the two other appraisal companies. And they're saying, Amy Nelson, executive director of the group representing Duffy, said it's heartbreaking when she had to do so much to secure a fair appraisal. Now, just imagine in this country how many Black men and women sold homes and they never got the true value of the home because of the color of their skin. They got gypped. They got cheated. They got robbed. So, she was happy when she was able to get over double what she was, of the final appraisal, the third one. But she said she was heartbroken at everything she had to go through just to get a good value on her home. So what she was doing, she was in the process of refinancing her mortgage last year. So she was just looking for, the value of her home after being in there for so many years. She did not declare her race on the third application or her gender. So all the interactions that she had with the third appraisal was by email only. So they would not have known what race she was until they got there. Okay, so the complaint that was filed on her behalf was for discrimination against Duffy based on her race and color. They argued that lower valuations amounts to violations of Title VIII of the Civil Rights Act of 1968 as amended by the Fair Housing Act of 1988. So the first appraisers were citywide home loans, and the employee was Craig Hodges. Jeffrey Pierce of Pierce Appraisal was the second appraisal, and these were the ones that gave her the lowball numbers for the house. All right, so of course, NBC reached out and they could not reach either one of the people that were part of the complaint. So the complaint alleged that on or about May 26, 2020, Boston conducted a appraisal. Duffy later learned that it had valued, her property at $110,000 with a cash out value of $96,000. Duffy had bought the home 3 years earlier at $100,000. At the time of the two appraisal, home values were rising dramatically, according to the statement from the Fair Housing Center. Duffy challenged the appraisal with the market analysis data and was rebuffed both times, the nonprofit statement said. Andre Perry, a senior fellow, this was a senior fellow with the Brookings Institution, a nonprofit public policy organization based in DC, said the housing discrimination against the Black community is a systemic problem plaguing the country. Yeah, it's plaguing the country, and they don't want to do nothing about it. It has gone on forever. They had ample time to fix this, and they never did. They don't want to fix it. They like it just the way it is. Perry co-authored a 2018 study, the devaluation of assets in the Black neighborhood, the valuation of assets in the Black neighborhood, which concluded that homes in predominantly Black neighborhoods in 2017 were appraised 23% lower than similar homes in majority white neighborhoods. So, in essence, Black people are losing equity in their homes, and white people in this country are gaining equity in their home. I mean, if this is what they're doing based on race, then we're not getting the value out of our houses that white people do. So they're getting above and beyond and really cashing in on their houses. And Black people, they're putting us in a situation where we're not able to do that by lowballing the value of your house. You know, I don't know, y'all. Maybe the name of the game is that we have to start looking for Black appraisers and not let them appraise our houses anymore. I mean, you're going to have to come up with some way or do what, Carlette did. Get a white friend to stand in and you leave the house and take all the pictures down of you and your family. So, our goal should be finding a way around these appraisals or start listing the different Black appraisers around the country. I mean, if they're not going to be fair, then we got to look for alternatives. Plain and simple. But please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.